I still remember the way she said it. Cool, deliberate, like she'd been rehearsing. "I'm opening our marriage," she spat. "I've already found my first partner," she pointed. "Your brother. You can watch, or you can leave." I left. Not because I was weak, but because I didn't need to stay and watch my world implode to know it had already happened. 3 days later, my mother called, her voice trembling. Something had happened to Emily that night, something dark. She didn't give details, just the vague, shaking sentence, "Your wife, your brother, something terrible went down." I said nothing, just nodded into the silence. But truth is, the story didn't start that night, not for me. It started months before. Emily used to smile differently, back when things were real. We'd dance barefoot in the kitchen, eat late-night pancakes, make love like it meant something. I thought we were building a life. Then came the small cracks. Password changes, midnight texts. She started showering before bed. She never used to. Then there were the weekends she visited her sister and came back smelling like expensive cologne I didn't wear. And my brother Ryan, he got distant, short with his words, too careful around me. I caught the glances, the awkward silences. But the night she said it, pointed to him like he was a gift wrapped just for her, I realized how far they'd taken it. I didn't scream, didn't break anything. I left. Because fire, when controlled, is far more destructive than when it rages. The planning began in silence. I froze all joint accounts the next morning, transferred my shares out of reach. My lawyer, Mark, helped me draft a post-nuptial agreement, a trap she wouldn't recognize. She signed it 2 weeks later, eager for a payout she thought was coming. I bought cameras, discreet ones, her bedroom, the hallway, the den. It wasn't about catching them in the act, I already knew. It was about watching how shamelessly they did it. Emily wore my betrayal like perfume. Ryan paraded around in my house, my clothes, drinking my bourbon. I watched it all, his laughter, her moans, their arrogance. It only made me colder. Then came the hard part, turning truth into destruction. I hired a private investigator, not just to follow them, but to build a case. Every hotel receipt, every recorded call, even footage of them mocking me, laughing at how blind I must be. I wasn't blind, I was documenting. Then came the financial twist. Emily had been using our marital assets to fund her little escapades. Flights, gifts, dinners, all traceable, all illegal once the papers were signed. And Ryan? He had skeletons, old fraud charges, bar fights, a sealed juvenile record that wasn't as sealed as he thought. I packaged everything like a lawyer's wet dream. Then I waited. The fallout began with a letter, delivered to Emily's office, a formal separation notice with attached evidence, photos, transactions, video links, legal threats. She called me 17 times in 2 hours. I didn't answer. Ryan was next. His job got an anonymous tip. HR found out about his criminal record. He was escorted out in front of everyone, red-faced, yelling, pathetic. And then came the public twist. At my parents' anniversary dinner, an event she insisted on attending, I played a slideshow. Family photos, laughter, childhood memories. And then, the switch. Their affair, her confession, his dirty texts, the camera footage. Dead silence. My mother gasped. My father stood up and left. Emily, white as snow, shaking, tears pooling in her eyes. Ryan looked like he'd been shot. All I said was, "You pointed. I chose to leave. This is what I built on the way out." 3 days after that dinner, Emily was found half-conscious in her apartment. Pills. Police said it looked intentional. She survived. Barely. My mother sobbed on the phone, begging me to visit. I didn't. Not because I didn't care, because I cared too much to ever give her more of me. Ryan vanished after that. quit his job, moved states. I heard rumors, alcohol, rehab, a bar fight gone wrong. I didn't follow up. People ask me if I regret how I handled it. I don't. I gave them rope, watched them build the gallows, and let them hang themselves. Justice isn't always loud. Sometimes it's served in stillness, in strategy, in silence. The Emily I loved died long before the pills. The Ryan I admired never existed. But the man I became, he rose from the ashes, calm, calculating, unbreakable. They thought betrayal would destroy me, but it only revealed what I was capable of. I didn't just walk away, I walked away with everything, and I never looked back.